Hey everybody, a quick update. Apparently now we are actively in this war with Israel and Iran. I don't know what's going on. We're going to find out together. But apparently Tucker Carlson came out against Trump, said it's a bad idea, blah blah blah. He has his reasons, just like I'm sure Trump has his reasons for doing what he's doing. Not sure if I agree or not. I'm not really down with war, but let's find out what's going on. Oh, and he responded to Tucker Carlson, apparently. Let's play it.
This is a bad idea, and President is going to be undermining his legacy, right? There's a lot of people who believe that, right? President Trump responded in the most Trump fashion. He said, I don't know what Tucker Carlson is saying. Let him go get a TV network and say it so that people would listen.
Okay, that was a little sarcastic, but anyway, the point is, regardless, he is the president. I may not agree with war, don't know what he's doing, but one thing is good is that in the Bible it stated that in the end times, everybody would turn their back on Israel. Doesn't look like that's happening, so that's good. Anyway, let's find out more.
I don't know what Tucker Carlson was saying. Let him go get a television network and say it so that people listen. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of he just wrecked him. Because again, people like Tucker Carlson or Candace Owens are.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Tausi TV. He always has our latest updates on the wars.
Are saying, well, the U.S. is getting involved.
And late breaking news stories and stuff like that. Just breaking news stories and things like that. He touches on a lot of topics. Shout out to him. He's great at this. I thoroughly enjoy his show.
Israel is dragging into the war, and it's a proactive war. It's not. The President of the United States and the Secretary of Defense is doing what they're supposed to be doing. If your bases are going to get attacked, you go and send more troops to defend them. That's it.
Again, his job is to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That's his job. That's the Secretary of Defense's job, to protect this country, to protect our homeland, to protect our assets throughout the world.
It's not really rocket science. Again, President Trump has not said, I'm going to go invade Iran to liberate Iran. He's saying, well, they're attacking our bases, we're going to have to defend ourselves, which means they're going to have to go slap him in the face. So that's what's happening. Now the escalation is happening because the Iranian regime is asking for it. President Trump is not asking for war. Now everyone's going around saying he's now pro-war, he's starting the war. He's not doing it. It's the Iranian regime that declared war on the United States and said death to America and hit the U.S. embassy.
That is true.
And is now threatening the U.S. bases. If they hit them, President Trump has to defend the American citizens and the American soldiers. It's his job. Literally, the command in chief. But anyway.
I'm going to pause that for a second. I'm going to let y'all know something. Some people may know, some people may not know. I do not know, but I will let you know this, that Iran has been a constant source of headaches to the U.S. They've always hated Israel. They've always hated us. Always. They've always shouted, like he said, blank to America, blank to Israel. Iran's not a very nice person. Osama bin Laden, all this other stuff, I just don't think it's not being run by a very nice regime. So, this morning, or during early morning hours, I believe, our embassy was hit. That is a direct hit to America. as the president of the United States, it is his job then to defend our assets all over the world, including in Israel or wherever the embassies are. Now, he's not directly sending them to combat type situation, but he's sending them to help bolster the defense side of things on the American side. He's watching out for our troops. That's what he's supposed to do. That's what the Secretary of Defense is supposed to do. That's their exact jobs. If they weren't doing anything, people would be saying they're not doing enough. Nobody likes war, but I tell you what, nobody likes nukes even more.
And he also, as I said, as he was leaving the G7 over the last few minutes, he said this: as I leave here, we are going to do something. We are going to be doing something. When he was asked if he believed that Israel could suppress the nuclear threat posed by Iran without the US's help, so basically Israel going alone, he responded, "It's irrelevant. I don't care." Well, I quote, "It's irrelevant. Something is going to happen." Meaning, I don't really care what Israel is doing for themselves, because Iran is a threat to Israel. I get that. They're an ally. But I'm not following Israel. Iran is a threat to us as well. We are going to do something. That's it. I know you.
And yes, Iran has been a threat to the U.S. for a very long time. The FBI even said they have sleeper cells within the U.S. I mean, we've gotten FBI federal warnings about that kind of stuff. People know this. They call Israel the little Satan, and they call us the big Satan. And y'all are worried about fighting Trump.
He has to say that because there's a lot of people, even the MAGA supporters, who still say that Israel is dragging Trump into this war. So he has to come up as a more out.
No. Israel's not dragging anybody into anything. Israel's taking care of Israel. We are being brought into this so we could defend our troops and our assets in Israel because they hit the U.S. Oh my goodness. U.S. Embassy. Sorry, I couldn't say. I had a brain fart there for a second. I couldn't think of what it was called. The U.S. Embassy. They hit that. So you don't hit America.
See, I'm not following. I'm doing my own thing. So that's the narrative from the White House. Rightly so, because otherwise it's going to be a bad look. Anyway, the Iranian state TV building was hit earlier, as we showed you.
I'm going to let people know something about Trump, Donald Trump, our president. I don't really think he cares about how he looks, as long as he believes what he's doing is right, which I actually like about that. And you know why I say that is because most people today would not agree with what he did at one point, where there was a bad man and they were trying to negotiate, and Trump goes out of the office. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but he goes out, he comes back, he shows him a picture of the guy's house. Some of you may remember this. He shows the guy his house and says, "Just remember, I know where you live," kind of deal. I can make this go away that quick. And he did so with a smile on his face. So when it comes to defending the U.S., he will defend this country. And to be honest, during this time of war, we kind of need a strong leader. We need somebody who's going to step up and defend us. And that is him. And I may not agree with every little thing he does, but you guys are worried about nonsensical things when World War III is so close to erupting. And it's not necessarily World War III. It's Israel and Iran. And then you got the skirmish between Ukraine and Russia still. Everybody's doing this little back and forth, back and forth. Nation will rise against nation. And the thing about it is that it's going to take one small action. And then everybody's going to get involved and it's going to end up a catastrophe. And people are worried about nonsensical things. The sleeper cells that could be in the United States, that's something you should be worried about. That's also a reason why people need to be vetted at the border. Why illegal immigration is a terrible idea. That's exactly why. Because right now, we're on, Iran is acting dumb, and guess what? We're one of their prime looksies there. They want to look right at us and blame us for everything and say we're going to take action against you, the United States. And under the previous administration's border policies, sleeper cells could have, probably did, maybe allegedly, came in through the border illegally and are now here set up shop. And any moment they could be activated. And that's why illegal immigrants need to be not in this country and defended because of that, amongst other things.
Footage that now reveals the aftermath. We showed you one which was kind of close by, but it's actually from the far, showing the TV facility, the so-called broadcasting house. This is what happened.
Oops, ad. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. Ads. You know, you got to do it. That could happen here. That could happen everywhere.
Insane. So that's gone. What is this? Someone said in the comment section, never commented here before. Maybe it's a good comment or bad comment. Jen says, never commented before. 2CTV is the feed to watch. None of the moments are covered as anywhere near the quality of 2CTV. Thank you, Maya, and the team for keeping us informed properly. Oh, thank you so much, Jen, for that.
And that is actually true.
Kind words. Now, let's talk about the Iranian media. Because they they have now confirmed, and when you say Iranian media, we're talking about the remaining members of the IRGC TV crew, who are basically just briefing the rest of the newspapers. They are now saying, they themselves are saying, only a few cruise missiles were launched, likely around 5, and these were the Sumas. 5 Sumas. No.
Okay, one thing I want to say about Iran, they fib a lot. Because their head of their IRG or whatever it's called first stated that even if Israel stopped, they wouldn't. But then they were pleading with Trump to make a deal and this and that. I don't know. I don't think they know what they're doing at this point. You're getting reports of the Ayatollah there in hiding and wringing his hands, losing his mind because he doesn't trust anybody, because guess what? You can't be a dictator and actually have people trust you. But because if you are a dictator, nobody trusts you. And by the way, guys who think Trump's a dictator, no. The Ayatollah, that's who's a dictator. The person who controls what people watch on TV. The person who the whole country subjugates women. Basically makes women into subjects. It's just nonsense, the whole thing. It really is. Trump is not a dictator. Is he a great guy? No, maybe not. But you know what? That doesn't mean anything when it comes to being president of the United States. Trust me. There's a lot of presidents that have done a lot worse. Well, not a lot worse, but still worse,
Ballistic missiles.
in my opinion.
This is what happened about half an hour ago in Israel. Just to repeat, they said they're going to launch the worst, the biggest attack on Israel, and it's going to be non-stop all night until Israel is destroyed. Where are the ballistic missiles? Where are the rest of them? Where are
I wish he
the
wouldn't
missiles?
antagonize them like that.
What happened? We don't know what happened. I think it's done. They don't know what to do. And the TV station, they're
Sorry, I got a
website
scratchy back
is
today.
now down. If you go on irivnews.ir, as
TMI, I
I'm
know.
showing you this live now, the website is completely down. It's gone offline. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to bring it back, if they're going to be able to bring it back. Absolute chaos. So, while we're waiting for more information, there's
Okay, so that's pretty much it. We don't have any more further information right at this moment.
Round 15? I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Matt says, thank you for your super chat.
Okay, no, he's just doing super chats now. Let me see where he's at, if he's got more coming up. Hold on, yeah. Let's skip ahead of it, because he does super chats in between, and we don't need to know all of that. But let's see what we got going on here.
Videos shortly coming from the Capitol.
Oh, we got more video coming from the Capitol.
This is interesting. President Trump has just. President Trump has now issued. Okay, this is escalating, ladies and gentlemen. President Trump has now issued a warning, evacuation or a warning to the Iranians. This could be a very long night, unless it's bluffing. You never know with this guy. So, this is a statement we now have from the president. Breaking news: Iran should have signed the deal that I told them to sign. But what a shame and waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay, so based on this, I need to apologize, guys, because I have to get in touch. Oh my God, I have to get in touch with my father.
While he does that, I'm going to explain that, because his dad's in Tehran, in the capital.
He's being held by the IRGC, so it's a bit of a problem for him. I have to sometimes send a message to him to leave. I'm getting others to call my dad.
Basically, President Trump has ordered the evacuation of the capital.
So I've got the report. Don't worry. Let's get back to the report. So yeah, everybody from Tehran needs to evacuate immediately. I believe the Americans are making a move.
Okay, I will catch you guys up more as it happens, but I want to get this uploaded so you guys are aware, and I'll make another video of part 2 to this with further updates as they come in, guys. But it kind of looks like we're getting involved big time, and that's not good, because that could lead right into World War III. Anyway, don't forget, like and subscribe for more. And again, don't forget, check out Tusi TV. Check him out on YouTube. He is awesome for all the late breaking news on Israel and Iran. He's the man to get the feed from. He's got it all. He's constantly going with the feed. And if he makes an error, he immediately corrects it. Unlike the mainstream media, who has only been doing clips so far. But he does full episodes of late breaking news and everything else. He's great. So check him out, Tusi TV on YouTube. That's TOUSI TV. He is awesome. Help get him to 1 million subscribers. He's almost there. And it's his birthday month, so let's get him to 1 million. Don't forget, like and subscribe here too. Help me get to 80 so I can go live. Thanks, guys. And I'll catch you with a part 2 as soon as I got more information. Thanks.